Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Wednesday, August 5th, 2015, and let's get to it. We're 6 weeks out from Olympia weekend, and that means it's officially time to start the Will This Be Ramy's Year pre-show predictions. The Biggest Man in Bodybuilding released some training footage recently where we see a covered up Big Ramy looking gargantuan as he grinds out a little bit of chest and shoulder work. There may not be a more intriguing athlete heading into this year's Mr. Olympia, but even if he manages to pull a rabbit out of his hat, he'll have his work cut out for him if he expects to leapfrog all the way up the pack and move past names like Green, Roden, Wolf, Jackson, and Phil Heath. It looks like Cory Matthews has been putting his downtime to good use as of late. After starting the year off strong by stringing together back-to-back top 10 finishes at the Arnold and Arnold Australia, Matthews has stayed away from the stage and flown under the radar for the most part of the year. But the Texas powerhouse was spotted in the gym knocking out some heavy back and biceps work, looking absolutely enormous in the process. Matthews has a good collection of body parts without any glaring weaknesses, but his Achilles heel has always been his conditioning. However, if Matthews can manage to hit the stage in peeled shape, he could easily bring home his first pro win later this year. If you've been sleeping on all the action that's going down in the figure division this year, then you probably aren't aware that Wendy Fortino has been quietly having quite the contest season. Fortino has placed top 4 in all 3 of her contests thus far, narrowly missing out on wins at the IFBB Governor's Cup and Chicago Pro. Over the weekend, Fortino released some progress photos a few weeks out from the IFBB Tahoe Pro, where she'll be looking to snag her first pro win and an Olympia warm-up all in one fell swoop. Should she manage to snag the victory, Fortino will ride into Vegas with her sails flying high, looking for a top 6 finish. Marte Ruelas appears to be pulling out all the stops on the way towards making his IFBB Pro debut. Recently, the man affectionately known as Mighty Mouse was spotted in the gym hammering away on some heavy rack deadlifts as he gears up to step on a pro stage for the first time in front of his hometown crowd later this year at the Phoenix Europa Pro. Since earning pro status 2 years ago at the NPC Nationals, Ruelas has added oodles of muscle and looks like he'll be packing some serious heat in the desert come showtime. The Pro 212 division is loaded with talent from top to bottom, with bodybuilding's mini monsters. So if Ruelas wants to avoid getting lost in the shuffle, he better make sure he brings his A game come contest time. Just a few weeks removed from a very impressive top 4 finish at the USA Championships, it looks like heavyweight powerhouse Charles Griffin is already back on the grind. Griffin released a few candid photos recently showing off some impressive post-contest rebound muscle. According to Griffin, he took the USA stage 22 pounds heavier than he did at last year's NPC Nationals. And now that he has a full 16 weeks to prepare for this year's rendition in Miami, Florida, he plans on taking the stage bigger and harder without sacrificing any conditioning. And if Griffin can manage to make good on his promise, the next time he steps on stage could very well be the last time he does so as an amateur athlete. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.